Good to go.
Good. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
What you doing today?
Well, I asked you if you wanted to do some spell crafting today.
Yes. That's what we're working on.
Yeah. We've been at home for about 3 weeks now with the whole restrictions due to COVID-19. And I don't know, I'm loving being at home, but you get in a little bit of a slump and tired, and we watch a lot of TV. So this morning I thought, hey, why not do some spell crafting?
Yep.
So I do have a purpose behind this spell crafting for tonight, and it's very simple. So one is to stay connected with our customers and our friends and our followers. So we're hoping you'll see this and you'll join in and maybe do something along the same lines. So one is to stay connected with people. Two is we have some big plans in the working.
We do.
So we have 2 shops already, Melinda's Enchanted Cottage, and we're actually opening up a 3rd shop right now to replace the
Simcoe
small
Shop
one.
2.0.
Yeah, Melinda's Enchanted Cottage, Simcoe 2.0. So that was all set to open up May 1st, before all of the restrictions were put into place. So now we're a little behind schedule. We're kind of stuck. We're in limbo, as is everyone else, and we understand that. So my second thought on this spell was to give us a little incentive, creative ideas, motivation, to do what we can here at home while we're under these restrictions. And then when we are ready to open up, we'll be prepared and ready to go with new ideas, maybe new product. Just keep us going, keep us motivated.
The ideas are there, they've always been there, but it's the resourcefulness and the energy that we're feeling we're missing out on. And I think that's what we're looking to tweak today. That's the purpose of our spell, your spell.
Yeah.
And this can obviously be tailored to other people's ideas or their initiatives, their spells. So take our information and tweak it and make it your own magic. We're huge advocates of you being the magic, everything else just kind of helping you get to that space.
And we're just going to show you how.
Yep.
So as much as ours is geared towards Melinda's Enchanted Cottage and the shop, I want you guys to think outside of the box, and it's really about inspiration, creative ideas, and enhancing that mojo, getting that motivation going. So those are the key points to this spell. Everything that we're going to be doing today, or tonight I should say, is for inspiration, creativity, great ideas, and motivation.
Yep.
We're just gearing it towards Melinda's Enchanted Cottage.
Perfect.
So, you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so if anyone has done voodoo shakers with us, it's kind of along the same line, but we're doing spell jars. So Jeremy has our little spell jar on the side here. I've collected a bunch of ingredients from our house. You're such a... So I've collected ingredients from our house.
Yep.
That's the other point of this too, is just because you're stuck at home, just because you're inside your house and can't go out anywhere, doesn't mean you can't have a little magic happen. So everything that I've collected is from the house. All of the herbs are just essential kitchen herbs that you would have. We have loose crystals laying around our house, so we got some of that going on. Candles. We got some other things too I'll get to as we do the spell.
And this is not obscure stuff too. I'm betting probably just about everybody has this in their home.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how, well, outside of our books and things like that, we're pretty low key here in our house. We don't stock up on all the odd and obscure things that we even carry in our shop. Not because we don't need it or we don't use it.
No, it's at the shop.
It's at the shop. If we need it, we go and get it from there.
So we don't have access to it right now.
No.
Because we are staying home.
Yep.
But yeah, we picked through the house, and that's the whole point of the craft and doing spell work is use the things that you have, use the things that you have at home. It doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to go out and spend, hundreds of dollars on all these essential tools. You just use what's natural, what you feel is right. So, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we got the jar.
Well, we do have a jar. First of all, we're just going through the basics, simple spell work with you guys. At this point, before you get started, collect your items, put them on your table. I mean, I would be casting your circle, calling on any elements or deities that you'd like to use, your own personal protocols, preference, your own aspects at this moment before you start putting your spell together. So we've already done stuff like this. Basically, we're just showing you how to do the spell, how to put the jar together. The rest is up to you. It's
your practice, your method,
your own practice, your own
what
method.
you're most comfortable
Yeah,
with.
yeah. So we got our lovely little jar. You guys can pick any size, small, whatever.
This one just happened to be empty.
It just happened to be empty. Still smells like cinnamon and nutmeg, so I'm not really sure what we had in it before, but cinnamon and nutmeg. So anyways, like I said, we're doing a spell, jar spell, a spell in a jar, and we let it sit. After we fill it, we let it sit overnight, and then we let it sit on our altar for, I'm gonna say, let's go with the next 30 days, because that's when our restrictions are, is for the next 30 days again. So yeah, let's get started. Can we move this maybe?
Yes, absolutely.
People can kind of see what we're doing. So, a couple little things. You're just gonna fill your jar full of all the essentials and goodies that you have that are geared towards the goal or the manifestation that you're asking for. So ours is all about enhancing creativity, ideas, and motivation. So I got a few little herbs and things that I like to use. Plastic cups.
Yep.
We're so tool oriented here.
That and all of our glass cups are broken.
No, so in this little cup is just a little bit of rice and some rosemary. So the rice is a fast activator. So we want these creative ideas coming to us quickly. We want our motivation to pick up. We want to get working on product and things for the shop. And the rosemary is to open the mind up to those creative opportunities, open the door to inspiration. So simple. You're just gonna fill your little jar full of things that you like. So first went the rosemary and the rice. Okay. You know what this one is.
Yep, this is our elemental salts that we made up for all our 365 members. We're gonna put some of those in.
Yeah,
there.
a little bit of salts, a little bit of sage is in there. It's just wow, you should like use the whole jar. No, you can't get enough of that stuff.
I know where we can get more.
Oh, you make it.
Hey.
No, so it's Himalayan salt. It's got some other salts and sages and herbs and things, and it's just that salt that we use for casting circles, protective aspects, altar salts, offerings, anything like that. Next, we're gonna go with, I don't know, you like this, you drink this every morning.
Well, yeah, you emptied it.
So,
This is all I have. This is my ration for tomorrow. But it's coffee.
Smell it, yeah.
Coffee, absolutely fantastic.
So coffee's going in. It is, again, an enhancement, a quickening substance to help things move along smoothly and quickly and enhance everything. I'll save this one till later.
Okay.
So here you go. You know what those are.
Bay leaves, fantastic for wishes, for dreams,
Dreams.
prayers.
Yeah.
You can use little Sharpie markers or little pens and write down your thoughts, your prayers, your petitions, your wishes. We just are charging it actually with the paper. So we're just gonna drop some of these in.
Okay, so you have,
Chili peppers.
chili peppers. So I like using chili peppers in pretty much anything I do, only because it just gives it that spice. It gives it that, again, that fast heat.
Gives it a big kick.
Right? Gives it a big kick, and that's what we need to get things going. I'm feeling a little slumpish.
We got
little
magical
sluggish.
gumbo going on here.
Yeah. So, cinnamon. You can do that one next. You know cinnamon.
Cinnamon, fantastic for well, any type of prosperity spell, of course.
Yeah.
Anything that you're looking to add a little spice to.
Smells great.
I love cinnamon.
And then I have basil, which again is for wishes, for luck.
We make our own
We
luck.
make our own luck, but
Is it that
you
little
know,
extra kick?
little bit of basil doesn't help and doesn't hurt, I should say. You can put that one over there. So, a few other items that I picked up. One is citrine. So for us, it's
There's
prosperity.
It's the happiness stone. It's
yeah,
prosperity.
abundance,
Yep.
and we're not just thinking money. We're thinking abundance in everything.
Yep.
So that's going to go in there. And I got pennies out when I was searching around the house for a couple reasons. To resemble money, the money abundance aspect, but also because when we started out with Melinda's Enchanted Cottage, we started out with the money in our pockets.
Yep.
We didn't get any loans. We didn't get any extra money. We never do. No credit, no nothing like that. Every dollar we've spent on the store is dollars that we have earned in the store. So pennies are a good symbol for that. They're small. It's not like I'm sticking $100 bill in there or anything. Pennies are small because we work hard and meet the universe halfway with our monies.
You know what else I like about these? You know where she swiped these from? I know where she swiped them from. It's from our Romoli stash. We get together
Yes.
with the kids, with the family, and we sit down and we play Romoli. Some days it goes well, some days it doesn't. But for the most part, it's our positive time that we spend together. It's happy times.
And it's family, it's a family-run business.
Really, what we're all about, anyways. That's the purpose of Melinda's Enchanted Cottage. You wanted the legacy for your children.
Yeah.
You wanted the. You wanted it to be all about family anyways. So not only is this representative of our hard-earned money, but it's also representative of our qualities and the time we spend together and the joy that we share as a family, etc.
Which is what we put into the shops
Yep.
as well. It's all about family. Anyone who walks into the door becomes family for us. So I'm going to give half those to you because we're doing this jar together.
The half. Oh wait, no, that's just the Romoli coming back out.
Yeah. Cheater. Okay, so in we go. Okay, and I pulled this one out last minute. It's a rose. I'm not going to use all of it. I had a thought earlier today when I was collecting things. This business does not work. Melinda's Enchanted Cottage does not work without the partnership that Jeremy and I share. So not only are we partners in life, but we're partners in business as well.
Yep.
So we need to keep the love for each other strong and through all the tough times, because there are some, right?
They come up from time.
They come up from time to time, and I don't know, through all the hectic schedules and kids wanting us, we just have to remember who is important in our life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm putting the rose in there, to keep those partnerships strong, because the business does not work without the both of us. Where I fall short, he picks up, and vice versa. Where he falls short, I pick up. And you know what? I wouldn't want to do this without him. I wouldn't want to do Melinda's Enchanted Cottage without Jeremy. He's been there since day one. So yeah. So a few little rose petals.
Plus, I think we also take that stance that we need to love what we do.
Yep.
I've always said if you do what you love, people will love what you do, and,
Yep.
and I think that was partly what makes us work and our shop work. So we should always be enjoying the romance, not only for ourselves, but for what it is that we do in life.
Okay. So those are just a few items that we found around the home. So that's what I'm saying. You know, put crystals in it, put herbs in it, salts, whatever you want. Keys are always a good thing. We might slip a key in there later. I don't know, any little trinkets, anything that gives you the ideas of what you're trying to manifest. Fill the jar up, put it all in the jar. The last thing we have is something Jeremy did today before we started this video, which is kind of like a petition.
Yep, we're a big fan of petitions in our work. It helps to focus, channel the energy of your intention and what it is that you're trying to do. This isn't high ritual magic in any way, shape, or form. This isn't chaos magic in its sigil workings or anything like that. It's a very basic floor plan. It's all the areas that we are currently stuck in. Our needs, our wants, our desires, everything that we want the new shop to be in order for it to match and exceed the expectations that we have as well as our customers. everything we kind of hope and dream for it to come together. Kind of the idea that we had when we set off on this venture, but before the rug got pulled out for everybody in the world right now. So it's not that this is unfeasible, it's not that this is unrealistic, it's just that we're kind of stuck right now.
We're on hold.
Purpose for this. So we're just going to fold this up.
Bringing it towards us.
Yep.
That's important. If you're sending it out, fold it away from you. If you're bringing it in, fold it towards you. Again, very simple magic here. This is simple things you can do at home to help with your craft, to inspire you, to help you move forward. Do some tangible hands-on crafting. We get a lot of beginners in the shop, and the first thing I tell them is stop reading books and do some hands-on stuff. So that's what we like to do at the shop, is to get people involved. That's why we're doing this video, is to maybe encourage you to do your own little spell jar. So you got yours there, your petition.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, it can go in. Super. You're gonna close it up. Okay, so this point in time, by all means, you can say a prayer, a chant, a blessing, a thank you. Say it out loud if you so choose. Say it to yourself. Ours is already written onto our petition. So again, we're just going through the motion of the spell right now to show you how to do it. So my favorite part is lighting candles. Afterwards, where do we put our little bowl? Got our, so it's good to be safe. So this is our little cast iron bowl. So there's our spell jar. It's going in. I chose an orange candle just for a little bit of zest. The color orange just helps with that motivation. Okay.
Positive.
Yes. Yeah. It's the creative ideas, the growth. So that's what we're gonna do. So candle goes on top of your spell jar. We're gonna light it up and we're gonna let it burn until the candle runs out. You're so fancy with your lighter. Such wonderful tools.
Playboy bunny lighter.
This is high-end magic right here.
Dollar store, I grabbed it, and then when I got back, I like, what the tails you win? What does that even mean? Oh, I see. I get it.
No, it's it's about using what you have, what's available. So it was crooked. My OCD was getting to me a little bit there. So we're gonna let this burn. It's probably gonna take a few hours for it to burn down. The whole point is it's going to burn over top of the jar and seal the magic. And we're leaving it for 30 days and let it manifest and let it grow, and hopefully it gives us a little pick-me-up, some motivation to move forward. You know what, just doing a spell alone, doing a little bit of magic is motivation to get back into the shops. When you're sitting at home, we're playing with the kids, like Jeremy said, we got Romoli going on, we got card games going on, we got movies that we're watching with the kids, homework. I mean, we're so family focused right now, which is fantastic, but I still miss being Melinda's Enchanted Cottage. So this just gave us an opportunity tonight to do a little simple magic with you guys and get back into the store, basically. That's what this is.
Yeah.
So any thoughts,
No, I'm excited to see how this works. So we were talking about this the other day. We had this little philosophical discussion on the power of magic and whether we should or shouldn't do it. Been researching and studying high magic, ritual magic and stuff, and some of the intensity that goes into that type of working, and I've never really felt strongly enough about anything to want to put that much effort into something. And I guess what it really comes down to is it should be about action. No amount of reading will ever suffice. At some point you actually have to put it into practice. And sometimes when you're feeling a specific way, it's not enough just to recognize it and acknowledge it. You have to actually step up and do something about it. So that's what we're doing today.
So we're doing something about it.
Sharing it with you, and hopefully you find the inertia, the strength, the determination to do something for yourself. And by all means, if you do, share your experience.
Yeah, let us know.
Share your practice, share your working with us, and let us know how it works.
If you have questions, just ask. Again, very simple magic. Anyone can do this. If not, just for fun, right? Just have some fun with it. Pick something small that you want to grow, that you want to manifest, and do a little spell jar. It's just unique and different. So put a little magic in your life. So yeah.
Awesome.
Good stuff?
Good stuff.
We're gonna let this burn.
Okay.
Ask questions if you guys need to ask questions or want to ask questions. Don't overthink this. That's how simple it was. Everything came from our house. Everything was, I picked it all up this morning. I asked Jeremy, I'm like, do you want to do a spell tonight? And
Yep.
sure enough, he was all on board for that. So pick what you got from your house. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a feeling. It's your intuition. It's what's inside your heart and your soul that makes the magic work. So fill up your jars. Send us some pictures. Get on the Facebook page. I think, is this going to be YouTube?
We'll
This
put it
is
on
a
YouTube. We'll share it to
YouTube
our
video.
Facebook
We'll
page.
share it.
We'll cross it across media and stuff. You'll be able to check it all out.
Work some magic, people.
Yep. All right.
Blessed be.
Thanks.
Love you guys.
Blessed be.